Baru, Wardah Velvet Matte Lip Mousse Earthy Collection. Dengan 6 warna baru yang lebih warm, cocok untuk semua warna kulit. Tetap lembut, super matte, halal, nyaman, dan tahan lama. Wardah, feel the color comfort.
Wajah tampak cerah sepanjang hari. Wardah Lightening Powder Foundation, feel the light. Generasi ini serba cepat, praktis, dan selalu ingin perubahan. Seperti halnya generasi sebelum mereka dan generasi sebelumnya lagi. Tapi ada satu hal yang tak pernah berubah. Pencarian mereka akan nilai-nilai kebaikan. Bersama BNI Syariah, jalan kebaikan itu akan selalu terbuka.
Stop sebar berita hoax. Dapatkan kabar terpercaya dan benar melalui e-paper media Indonesia dengan berlangganan senilai. Unduh aplikasi Media Indonesia di Android, registrasi dan pilih paket berlangganan. Lakukan pembayaran dan nikmati layanan e-paper Anda. Informasi lebih lanjut. Unduh aplikasi Media Indonesia sekarang juga.
Mengawali hari dengan informasi terkini, menjadi sumber referensi dan inspirasi di setiap aktivitas. Melalui news video portal, segala informasi dapat disajikan cepat, akurat, dan lengkap. Dengan kekuatan teknologi digital, MCSF.id hadir dengan berita pilihan yang dikemas secara menarik. MCSF.id, digitally inspire people.
Baik, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim, teman-teman semua Scarf Lover, senang sekali saya Polly Miranti dapat menyapa kembali, dan pada sesi ini saya akan kembali memandu acara dalam rangkaian acara Muslimah Creative Stream Fest Volume 2 2020. Dan pastinya kembali saya ingatkan ini adalah hari kedua, jadi pastikan teman-teman selalu tune in terus di YouTube-nya Scarf Media sampai dengan hari ketiga besok. Dan pastinya kegiatan ini atau acara ini berlangsung atas kerjasama antara Wardah Kosmetik dan juga BNI Syariah. Tidak lupa juga Polly ingatkan agar teman-teman Scarf Lovers untuk ikut turut berdonasi dalam kebaikan, cukup dengan scan QR code yang sudah ada di depan layar teman-teman masing-masing. Oke guys, dan it's very interesting karena sesi ini kita kedatangan guest speaker yang luar biasa. So guys, first of all, I would like to introduce you our guest speaker. It's Norsham Mohamad Garcia, or I call her Miss Garcia. She's here now, virtually, of course, and she's the brainchild, and she's the founder, creative director, and producer as well of Miami Modest Fashion Week. So I want to say hi now. Assalamualaikum. Hello.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ya, selamat petang kepada semua yang sedang menonton. And I hope I try to speak in Malay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how are you?
I'm very good. I'm very well.
Oh, that's good. But Miss Garcia, before we talk about more about the my modest fashion and about you, of course, let's Scarf Lover see the video to show for this now. Okay? Okay. So, guys, silakan saksikan video berikut ini.
Но в русских сказках белочка это очень такое милое животное.
In Russian fairy tales, the squirrel is really a pretty animal.
And smart.
Yeah, smart.
Hardworking.
Yeah.
Oke guys, tadi teman-teman sudah lihat semua video barusan. Actually, I was so excited, but before we talk about Miami Modest Fashion Week and about the modest fashion industry globally, would you like to tell us a little bit more about your profile or like your career journey until you ended up to create it and build Miami Modest Fashion Week?
Good. Okay. I'm going to speak. I'm going to mix it between Malaysian and English, okay?
Sounds great.
Okay. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to mengucapkan terima kasih banyak-banyak kepada Miss Temi Sumalin, right? The founder of scarfmedia, and her right hand, I think Miss Amanda Amelia, for thinking of me, inviting me, and thank you very, very much. I think means a lot for me because I'm originally from Southeast Asia, from Malaysia. We are neighbors, we are sisters. Yeah, this is my first time. Actually, somebody, it's like somebody from media from Asia, because for me, it's almost coming back, coming home. So it's very important for me. Thank you very much. My name's Norsham Mohamad, actually. I'm actually the managing director of the Connected Group, International LLC. Basically, the Connected Group is a strategic business development. We commercialize and we creating license. So Miami Modest Fashion Week, actually one of our license. And also Miami Modest Fashion Week is the first modest fashion week in the United States.
Congratulations.
And I'm proud of that. I'm not really aware about that. Saya tak tahu sebenarnya the first one, because for me, modest fashion is growing. I'm from Malaysia. and I just want to do it in Miami, but somehow for some reason a few magazine contact me to say you actually the first one in United States, So anyway, so basically that I'm like I mentioned before, I'm actually Malay Bugis from Ligi Negeri Sembilan. From some of people probably not aware, Negeri Sembilan is where how Indonesia and Malaysia, where the whole history is starting. Okay. I've been in United States for the last 30 years. So I've been here for quite some time. So, believe it or not, today, actually, if I'm going to tell you my journey is too long. So whoever watching right now, go to MiamiMothers.com. There's a long journey for me to build from former bankers, and then I'm become working as art dealers. I'm still in. I'm still art dealer, and then to sport entertainment for the last 6 years. I was working with a top agency, sport entertainment in the world actually. From there, where I learned about license, and then to now. That's why I'm excited. I'm still.
No wonder you look so artsy.
No, I have to survive. You have to remember, like when we leave our country, you cannot go back with nothing. You have to work hard. Yes.
Yeah. And it means struggle, right?
Yeah, exactly. Nothing come easy. Yes.
Okay, Ms. Garcia, we were wondering, we saw the video earlier. Would you please explain what did you do in the video?
Actually, it's a very good. That video is actually the funny thing is for me, because I study and I learn and actually I get involved about modest fashion is about 4 years ago, because during that time I was in the sport entertainment. So I learned, and then the first thing what I did is Russia Modest Fashion Week invite me, so to go there. For me, it's very important. You want to build your company, and you have to go somewhere and collaborate. For me, to go there is so important. Why I show that video, I think that showing that it's like for me, when you start, you have to build partners. You have to understand the market, and also U.S. market is big, but at the same time, a modest and Muslim market is huge. Yes. Yeah.
But before you go into the modest fashion industry, you said earlier that you did the sport entertainment thing.
Yes.
So did you on that time, or 4 years time, did you do research to the modest fashion industry globally?
The funny thing is actually I born and raised in Malaysia, and I've been working, I'm working for myself since 2009. Malaysian governments always contact me and introduce me about the halal products and all those. And during that time, and I'm learning, but the thing is I never really pay attention, believe it or not, because technically I was in the sport entertainment. I'm still in the sport entertainment, because you focus sport entertainment. But then at the same time, and I went to New York. This is how everything started. I went to New York in 2018, and I saw a few of Malaysian designer. So I saw this beauty of the clothing, because living in America and working in the corporate and sport entertainment, I was a former banker. I was wear business suit. And business
and went to the fashion week, show.
Right? And then I'm like, this is amazing. Everything is very unique. So that's how drawn me to be like learning more and understand the industry. Yes. Before I forget the video earlier, especially one of the top. I went and visit the showroom of one of the top designers from Russia, and she's not Muslim, but yet the funny thing is she doesn't understand what's modest fashion at first, but she been designed the clothing for a long time. But she went to my show. She said, "Oh my God, I never realized all along, my clothing is all modest.
Modest.
Modest. Nobody use it, and thanks to our Muslim sisters, Muslim community, they're the one pushing it. They make sure that the modest is actually they really show it because nobody really pay attention to the word, right? So, is that
So
helpful?
yes. So is there any projects that you've been working on right now?
You know what? I've been, believe it or not, like I mentioned to you, it's like I came over here 30 years ago and I had to keep myself busy. I cannot sit still. Yes, there's a lot of projects I'm working on right now, especially right now for during the pandemic. I know that we had to reschedule our event, but in the same time, I keep myself busy. We have a campaign we call Expand and Preserve. What is Expand and Preserve is actually we try to create modest fashion, modest industry, different from other fashion week. We want to be unique. So one of the campaign I try to do is you can see the dress I'm wearing here is actually from Indonesia.
Okay. That's beautiful.
This is from Ibu Jenny Tajwati.
Oh, yeah. We know her.
Of course, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So the campaign is actually basically that they call Expand and Preserve. So what we are doing is we call modesty around the globe. So we go to different country. We want people to tell about the beauty from their heritage.
Yeah, and what's the value you want to share from the campaign?
Exactly. How you incorporated that into the fashion. And also, that's what I'm doing. I keep myself busy, so we try to push this campaign. Yes.
So it's like in this pandemic condition, how's your business going? Is it, you can say it's still good or you got impacted as well?
So funny. I am busy than before. The only difference is we had to kind of reschedule our
meeting, events, or gathering.
The meeting is not big deal because the funny thing is that's why people say, I don't know how to use Zoom and I don't know how to work from home. I've been travel everywhere and I always work sometime my meetings at hotel, but through through telephone, through Skype, and now Zoom. The only thing is I'm actually, believe it or not, it's very busy, and I do a lot of other stuff. Like I said, I'm also art dealer. And I keep myself busy. The only thing drawback is actually just we have to keep postpone our fashion week days. We didn't announce yet. Yes.
Okay. So as the entrepreneur, as a businesswoman, so what do you think about the potential of the modest fashion industry?
To be honest with you, modest fashion industry is still sleeping, and it's. Okay. Sleeping meaning is a good manner. It's $1 billion industry already.
Is it?
Yeah, it's $1 billion industry. Yeah, because I'm not sure whether you guys are aware or not. If you study the state of the global Islamic economy report, and that's the modest fashion itself, by 2024, hopefully, even though the pandemic, they claim it's going to be about 400 billion. And then knowing that, for me, I'm not just talking about modest fashion. That's why you can see unique about our Miami Modest. We incorporated the trade, so we do that modest fashion and lifestyle. So we can bring cosmetic, halal cosmetic, and Telwarda cosmetic. I use their product as well. So even the cosmetic itself is separate. It's like that's another 90 billion industry. It's still, believe it or not, still a lot of people never pay attention. It's a bigger, it's a big industry.
Okay, this is interesting, and actually during our conversation, we also invited our audiences to join us by sending their questions to the chat box on YouTube. So here are some questions that I already have. Let me read for you. First, from the Scarf Lover. Hi, Miss Garcia. How to join in Miami Modest Fashion Week?
Okay. I want to be honest, so, and what I want, first of all, so I prefer, go to the website, first of all. Go to website to understand what actually we try to do. Go to Instagram, and because what I try to bring to my models is not just somebody walk on the runway and bring their clothing and go home. What I want to make sure that their products going to be boleh jual, And kebanyakannya orangnya perginya luar negeri, dia pergi fashion show, dia balik tak ada apa. So I do not want that. So it's very important before they come, they have to know their products first. They have to study whether that's the right market or not. So so send all the information. Let me look through, and then some of the people I told them is, I don't think it's a good time for you to come. You can come and watch first and do networking. It's okay, and then after that come back, because no point if you in the kata orangnya baru mula terus pergi, and then after that you waste your money for the plane ticket. Does it make sense to you?
Yeah.
Saya orangnya dari kampung. I know that. For you to come and just to come to US or go wherever, don't. I would tell them to don't come, and just do the study first and send the information. I have no problem to look through. It's something we need to work on that. We can work on that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure. So we call in Indonesia, it called merantau. Is it the same in Malay?
Ya, kita merantau kan. Kitanya orang Bugis kan. Kitanya merantau. Kitanya merantau, kita mau bila bawa balik, bapak saya cakap, kalau engkau pergi merantau, kalau bawa balik, jangan tak ada apa-apa. Jadi the same thing I will tell to a lot of designers out there or any companies. Actually, definitely I love to work with everybody, but it's so important that study the market. But the good part, modest fashion and lifestyle is a big, huge market, and it's not in America. You can see that me, even though I started here, but my eyes is all over, because Muslim market's huge. It's huge. Yes.
About the market, so it's really related to the next questions. When you were part of the industry, which big country is very potential market for?
Exactly. I just answered that question. Believe it or not, I not even say USA, Russia. Even Russia is over. I think they have 23 million Muslim. But if I look at it, the market I'm looking at is actually a modest market and Muslim market. Modest market is actually they have non-Muslim and the people that have no faith, but they want to wear something modest. So that's the market I'm looking for. Does that answer your question?
Yes. Okay, next question from the audience.
Yeah.
One moment. In your opinion, is modest fashion trend in Indonesia or Malaysia different from other countries?
I love what you just said. To be honest with you, we are sisters, we are brothers, we are siblings. I say that because I'm very proud to say it, because I'm actually the direct lineage of from Sulawesi, the five prince that if you study the history of where I came from, I'm actually Bugis Linggi. And there's a similar, it's not even similar, it's actually the same. The same. The motif is actually the same. The Sulawesi, the motif is the same. Like for example, this one is actually from Borneo. right? If you see this.
Yeah.
But the only thing what I can say is I have to be very neutral. I have to be very open. And I think that Indonesia is, they understand the market very well, very avant-garde, and very fashion-forward. And I love that. And I'm be honest, not because you guys, how you call that, interview me right now, and I say, well, no, I'm very honest, very avant-garde, and like for example that, like what I'm wearing right now is very functional. Very functional. I can wear it for gala, and then after that I can go to a special dinner, and then it's Jenny is the best example, the best designers. It's amazing because she's a very soft-spoken lady, but when you see her dress, like wow, yeah, it's a very avant-garde the way I look at it, and I that's something that in Malaysia have some, but I think Malaysia need to be more avant-garde. And I think that,
For example,
I think the way I look at it is a lot of Indonesian designer. They use a lot of batik, and they know how to play the color, the whole design itself. They understand that very well, and I think that that's something that I really compliment the way how most of designers from Indonesia. And I keep going because my eyes is open to a lot of Indonesian designers.
okay, that's
One of
great.
Yeah, one of the designers also that came over during my event is actually Verana. She is Indonesian. She's not Muslim, but she know how the way how she designed it, and she incorporated the American, and also she brought the Indonesian motif. It's beautiful, brilliant. Yes.
Okay, that sounds very great. And I was wondering, when you held the Miami Modest Fashion, it's the first modest fashion in the USA, and how's the response from the audience? That mostly modest fashion are like a cover up fashion is like more minority. In the majority is not Muslim there.
It's very interesting you just said, especially, everybody been saying to me, why you do it in Miami? So Miami is one is the opposite of what modest, but that's actually not true. Because the way I look at it is why I create that here in Miami, because Miami is very strategic. That's one. And Miami is actually exactly like Indonesia, like Malaysia, because of weather. What people do not understand, modest is actually when you're looking into modest, it's something that very comfortable. It's not tight. Very comfortable, not tight, and very colorful, very unique. So the thing is, there's a lot of people out there that wearing something that they want to feel comfortable. And back to your response, how the response, believe it or not, people love it. People love it, and they say, my God, it's about time. People from different part of the world contact me and say, oh my God, finally you guys create that in the United States. The best example I can tell you is the director of Miami Airport. He called me during the pandemic. And yeah, and this like during the crazy time, and dia cakap, Norsham, I telefon you ni because I just want to say to you, you are the pioneer of the modest. And I'm like, you know what? Why you say that? He said, because before this, a lot of people were very skeptical with the cover and the whole thing to the Muslim community. And I said, first of all, I'm not the pioneer. It's everybody, like I give credit to a lot of Muslim sister bloggers, and they the one take this and tell the world about the modest fashion itself. And then I said, the thing is actually modest fashion itself is actually there's a lot of reason. So it's not just about the cover, about us. That's why I said the modest fashion is not just about the fashion. It's about the lifestyle, about us. To carry the modest name, is very strong. It's very big. It's a lot of responsibility. So we have to be very kind. So he called me just to say about, I'm not sure, but relate to the mothers and also about the Muslim community, because he's a doctor from the airport. That's actually like kind of very interesting. The Women Chambers of Commerce in Miami, they contact, they say, oh my God, this is amazing. We never realized how beautiful, because before this, we only thought mothers is just cover and something like, and also what people do not understand, also in Miami or in Florida is a lot of Jewish. And Jewish is the biggest, it's actually Jewish, actually the biggest buyer. So they want something, funky and modest. So this is the kind of thing that people are not aware. And then also somebody from Christian community, the same thing. Is that, that's why my project is actually more about interface. Mothers is, I think it's very important for us. Kalau kita nak sukses, kita tak boleh saja walaupun kita berdakwah kan, kita nak berdakwah, kita sudah pandai among kita punya community, we want to go out, right? So we have to be very open. So if we not open, whether you want to be entrepreneur or not, you will never go anywhere if you just selling around your own community.
Exactly. Jadi bisa dibilang there is no obstacle when you held the event.
No. And
Mashallah, that's great.
Yes.
So I've got goosebumps when you're saying, when you're telling me this. It's so amazing,
Yeah, because I think it's very important for us working together. I think that working together and understand Mada's fashion is not just Mada's fashion. It's about lifestyle, about us inside working and together with everybody.
Okay, so we have the last questions from the audience. Where do you see Mada's fashion in 10 years?
Oh my God. Bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Especially, Mada's fashion will, believe or not, just to look the population of Muslim itself is huge. And then, and the products and the whole thing is everybody think about halal. A non-Muslim buying stuff is, they prefer halal products. And the clothing, and I think it's so important that, us in working together, the whole, whether modest industry or Muslim industry working together, and if we work together, it can be more than billions, and it's not about the money, and for us, everybody can help each other,
Okay, yeah.
Bigger. That's the way I look at it. No stopping.
Okay, one more question from the audience. We have still have time. Who's your favorite modest fashion designer from Indonesia, except Miss Jenny Cahyati, because we knew she's your favorite. So you have another favorite Indonesian designer for modest fashion?
Actually, to be honest with you, I wish you asked me earlier, and I knew her, and I'm sorry, I forgot her name, but I invited her last time, and she had beautiful motif and very contemporary. I forgot her name, but I wish I have a chance to mention her name here. But yes, I have a lot of designers from Indonesia. Actually, I'm watching them. So hopefully it was, siapa yang tengah mendengar sekarang, hopefully for our next, please come, because we actually going to bring another platform to Miami Modest Fashion Week. We are really looking for more designers from Indonesia. Yes.
Okay, the audience so excited. So one more question from the audience, scarf lover, we call them. What is the challenge of the fashion world during this pandemic?
During the pandemic, the only problem is actually, believe it or not, it's just we have to keep changing the date. Because especially in America, that's why you have to be very creative and you have to be very innovative because you cannot sit still. The problem is only like, because I know we're probably going to have like another lockdown. Let me correct myself. America never had lockdown. What they try to say is like stay home, That's the only thing. The challenge, we have to keep changing the date, but the thing is we still can communicate. We still can communicate. For me is you have to find a way. As a Muslim, and as a Muslim, kita duduk dalam dunia ini always have cabaran. This is one of the cabaran that Allah give it to us. Allah say, I give you the brain, and as long that you breathe, you can bernafas. You have to figure out. Yeah, you cannot keep saying that. Bila, then you become a beggar. So we have to be creative.
So before I close this station, what is your wish for the modest fashion industry, and probably some message or value you can deliver to us, the scarf lover, or who watch this video?
Beautiful. To be honest with you, what are the most important part before even go anything is I think that, like I said earlier, modest is a very important word. It's very there's a lot of responsibility on that. We have to carry with us. It's not just a scarf. It's not the clothing. I think the modest start from our heart, because when we start from our heart, we transfer that to our everyday life, our business. So from there, we are modest, especially the clothing or the art, the whole thing is part of our da'wah actually. Whether what religion you are, but it's actually is for us to be kind to each other and to make this world a better place to live. So that's the way I look at it. It's not about money, Yes, of course, make money, but money is not do anything if we are not happy. Yes.
That's great. We come to the end of our station this evening. So I would like to say thank you very much, Ms. Garcia, as our guest speaker. It was very interesting and inspiring as well. So you have a great day.
Yes, thank you. Assalamualaikum. Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dan teman-teman scarf lover, pastikan jangan lupa untuk terus pantau di tune in di YouTube kami, tepatnya di Scarf Media, karena setelah ini kita akan ada virtual fashion show untuk disaksikan bersama-sama, dan pastikan teman-teman juga bisa turut berkontribusi, berpartisipasi dalam kebaikan cukup dengan men-scan QR code yang sudah ada atau sudah terdapat di layar kacanya teman-teman masing-masing, baik dari gadget atau dari smartphone atau smart TV. Jadi pastikan bisa turut berkontribusi dalam kebaikan melalui Yayasan Betul Ahmad. Dan tentunya sekali lagi event ini terselenggara atas kerjasama dengan Wardah Cosmetics dan juga bersama dengan BNI Syariah. Pauline signing out. Insya Allah kita ketemu lagi besok. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Baru, Wardah Velvet Matte Lip Mousse Earthy Collection. Dengan 6 warna baru yang lebih warm, cocok untuk semua warna kulit, tetap lembut, super matte, halal, nyaman, dan tahan lama. Wardah, feel the color comfort.
Generasi ini serba cepat, praktis, dan selalu ingin perubahan. Seperti halnya generasi sebelum mereka dan generasi sebelumnya lagi. Tapi ada satu hal yang tak pernah berubah. Pencarian mereka akan nilai-nilai kebaikan. Bersama BNI Syariah, jalan kebaikan itu akan selalu terbuka.